sign-up sheet going around. Basically, the committees that we have are media, public relations, medical, legal, tactics, and research. So, if you have an area of expertise that you, or at least if you're even just interested in just doing something, even though you might not have any knowledge in it, there's going to be people in the committee that can help you learn to do something. So if you want to get involved with committees, which I highly recommend, since we need committees to perform functions in the group to distribute the labor, basically, there's going to be a sign-up sheet going around. It's down there now. So just fill out whatever it is that you would like to be in, either PR, media, research, legal, medical, and tactics. And if you lose track, just ask a neighbor and hopefully they can help you.
I didn't join this movement for any other reason than to change what the hell's happening. I've got a bad mouth on me. I apologize about that. You'll hear some cussing. But we're all here for one damn reason, and that's to change what the hell's going on. It isn't for you. It isn't for him. It isn't for any individual. It's for all of us. We all need to make that a movement, as for all of us. There is a lot of people that say, I don't want to join this. This is a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry to say there's a whole lot of other people that are saying, no, it isn't. This has got to change. This has to change. I've got 3 kids of my own. I'm not doing that bad. But I'll be damned if I've got somebody above me that's sitting around dictating where my dollar comes from without me having any input into it at all. Everybody in this country, everybody in the world as far as that goes, should have a voice on what the hell happens to them. There shouldn't be any corporation that leads me down any road that forces me to eat anything that they want me to eat. I don't see anybody sitting around eating stuff that's grown out of their own garden anymore. Why? Because we're all fed this bunch of bullshit. It's caused many people cancer. It's caused many people a lot of difficulties. Top of the food chain, you got the Federal Reserve. They're financing everybody. Every single thing out there is financed by this Federal Reserve. There is nothing else that's worse than them. Then you can step it on down. You can make your categories. You can make whatever else needs to happen. That's great. And we all need to vote on whether even the Federal Reserve needs to go. Because some of you guys may disagree with me on that. But if you do your research, you'll find out that's the top step. We've got to make our own money. We got to quit borrowing it from some select group of people and actually make it ourselves. Actually move on from where JFK got his ass killed, saying, hey, we can change this shit. We're going to do it tomorrow.
Abraham
and next
Lincoln
thing you know,
too.
he's dead, along with all the rest of the presidents that have tried to kill that Federal Reserve. Every one of them have had attempts on their life. Every single one of them. If you don't know that, look in your history. You'll find that is true.
That's right.
There's a lot of things that we can all do. We all need to be able to vote on every single topic. Everybody should be able to have a voice in every single thing that we do. That may be something that you might not feel that it's right, but I know everybody would rather be heard than not be heard. Everybody would rather have this voice of their own to say, this is what I want, not to be bought by any corporation, not to be funded by any amount of money. Every situation should be voted by us, for us. Thanks, guys.
We're in a struggle. And I don't mean to sound melodramatic, but you could argue it's a struggle for the future of mankind. Because if you progress events as they've been going for the last 150 years, where does it end? More pollution, more exploitation, as the resources are used up in one area and the corporations move on to the next. At some point, there's no place to move to. And your freaking descendants will have an apocalypse, essentially. More people, less resources, eventually fighting starts. Y'all don't want to deal with that.
Over in Germany, they made the tanks for Iran, and then they made our missiles. So, who comes from Germany? Yeah, that's right. The Rothschilds originally come from Germany. I mean, they're just, it's quite crazy what these psychopaths are doing who are in control, and there is no other word for it. You're living in denial. If you think these wars are for oil and opium, the main plan is destabilization, and General Wesley Clark came out years before we went into Libya and said they had it on the table about a decade. So if he came out years ago, that was about 14 years plus. He's seen the plans on the table to cause destabilization throughout Africa and the Middle East. Now this is General Wesley Clark coming out and saying this. We're not talking about Glenn Beck. We're not talking about, you know, some guy standing out on the street corner telling you that a hot dog was flying over the city the other day. He knows what he's talking about. And I mean, there's just so much stuff going on. I don't even know where else to go. I could stand up here for hours and hours, but the main thing I want to get across is the wars going on are going to keep going on unless we do something about it, because it is their economy, and don't trust anything the media says.
Next on the list here is Will.
There they are.
Will?
They got us.
That guy.
Just a couple quick things. The first thing I wanted to point out.
And also, I think more a whole lot about we need to move these meetings all over the city. A lot of people would not feel very comfortable coming to a place like this, I don't think. I personally even struggle with that. I don't go to college. I'm a Union Station. Yeah, right here, brother. And then the other thing is, like, I would like to discuss, like, what are maybe like our points of unity and like us developing our own. And one thing I would like to add to that is that, like, I would propose that I would want to say this group should be directly anti-capitalist. Woo!
Josh. And after Josh is Beth.
Hey, I'm Josh. The reason I said
Alright, kind of building off what Deb said, I strongly believe that there are only a few people we need to discriminate. It's not cops, it's not managers, it's every motherfucking CEO of those fucking Fortune 500 companies up there fucking over our economy. We can't let little bullshit like this divide us, you know, because that's exactly how all of this happened, the divide and conquer strategy, you know, and I have a request. Every time you guys are out in public, and you're in a grocery store, you're in a gas station, you see someone that looks like they hate their life, they feel like they're expendable, reach out to them. Tell them that there's stuff like this going on, inform them, invite them, get them here, get them on our side, and get them active. That's all. Oh wait, actually I love you guys. Thank you for being free-thinking individuals.
After Steve, Michael and Hutch, I don't know if you guys both want to come up at the same time or one after another.
My name's Stephen Myers, and I'm a union stagehand, and I think we should have the union members come in and support us. The cops, the fire department, I mean, the firemen are the ones that watch over us. And I went to the Ohio Center for Broadcasting as well, so I signed up for the media committee. And I'd like to end my conversation, or well, my speech here with a chant that we did down for issue 2. And I say, what does democracy look like? And you say, this is what democracy looks like. What does democracy look like?
This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
I'm just, by chance, I happen to be going to New York City tomorrow, the moment that the Laborers are officially joining the thing, so, you know, it's on our side, not to brag, but